going on, everybody? All right, so tonight, I found these chilies, and I could find these chilies in Italy quite a bit. So these I found one of the first nights I was here at the Esselunga, like a supermarket, a big supermarket. And then today in Florence, Italy, I found these a bunch at like the little inside farmers market, if you will. And all I can find, it just always says Peperoncini Piccanti, Peperoncini e Piccanti. And on these ones that I bought at the grocery store, it says Peperoncini e Grappolo. I looked up Grappolo, just meaning a bushel or a bunch. So a bunch of pepperoncinis. So I don't know if these are like the pepperoncinis that we're accustomed to or that I'm accustomed to, in the jar pickled, like that. They don't quite look exactly like those, but then again, once you pickle something and let it brine and sit and stew in the brine and all that, maybe it gets a little bigger. I'm not 100% sure. But I found these the same day I found the habaneros, and so tonight, my last night in Italy, so I wanted to just try these out, but they don't look too bad, almost like a Tabasco pepper or something. So I don't know how hot they're gonna be. Let's try one. Hmm. Not bad. It tastes kind of like a pepperoncini a little bit, but not with all the oils and everything else that's included with, when you're they're kind of, to me, they're almost like, I think they might be growing upwards, like ornamental or variegated of sorts, but these actually have a little bit of warmth to them. kind of more of a snacking pepper of sorts. No, yeah, all right. There's a little spice to them, though. I mean, they do have. I mean, they're. And they're kind of juicy on the inside. Um, oh, they're different. They're definitely different. It's a little spice right back in the throat, like just right there, kind of. Of course, like every chili that's got any kind of spice to it, I can feel it on the tongue. Yeah. I mean, I've got a nice burn on the front part of my mouth, kind of spreading backwards, just a little bit spreading backwards, and then into right here. It's always been right here since I took the first bite of that first chili on this. It went straight right here. I don't feel like the heat is really building on these particularly. Like the more I eat, I think it's kind of just staying. But I just don't. I'm trying to. There's an underlying fruitiness to them, underlying sweetness to them. But up front, I'm getting like a, not earthy, but it's natural. Like a vegetable taste, if you will, like a bell pepper taste, like where it's not too much of a flavor to them. But then on the back end, and certainly the more I eat, get a little bit of fruitiness and sweetness to them. I know I've talked about it before, dipping peppers in like ranch or something like that. This is it right here. These would be phenomenal. On like a charcuterie board, or just dipping in ranch, just snacking on. Very decorative, but it's got my nose running, so there's some definite heat there. They feel like they're definitely hotter than jalapeno level. I don't quite know if they're not habanero, so they're somewhere in between there. So we'll burn a few more minutes here and see what happens. Yeah, those would be nice, just chopped up, and just put on a salad or a cold cut sandwich. Really anything. You could put those chilies on anything just to kind of give it a spice, give it another layer of flavor. I mean, they're warm, you know. I think my tolerance has dropped a little bit in the last couple of weeks, but or they're just hotter than I think they are. I mean, I would say those are like Thai chili level heat, you know, maybe. So in that 150, 200,000 kind of is what it's feeling like. Because it's got me, you know, I'm not breathing hard and the eyes aren't watering, but got my nose activated. I can feel the burn in the throat, and you know, just right at the beginning of the mouth and moving just ever so slightly backwards. But those are good chilies. That's a good find. And again, I wish I tried asking some people, you know, exactly like, okay, it says Peperoncini Piccanti. Okay, but are these actual pepperoncinis? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I'll spend a little bit of time tonight probably just kind of looking up pepperoncinis, but every time I type it in, all that comes up is like the Morizzetti or whatever in the can, in the jar, pickled, if you will. It's hard to find this particular one. I Googled like Italian, blah, 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 all the different things, and all I could really, you know, kind of come up with the other night was the same thing, Peperoncini Piccanti. So I'm just going to label these as what the package said, Peperoncini Garofalo. And I think at the grocery store where I bought these, you know, above in the produce, it said Peperoncini a Piccanti, something like that. But I just looked again on the packaging that these came in, and it says Peperoncini a Garofalo. And I remember my dad looking up Garofalo, and he said it's just like a bushel or a bunch of. So that's all that means. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm out. I'll see you next video. Will be stateside. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody. And I wasn't able to find hot sauce in Italy. You know, like Italian-made hot sauce. So that's a little disappointing. But I was able to find some chilies, and that is a win. We'll see you later.